Is it time to give Nate Oates a lifetime contract?
Uh-oh. Give him an arena.
So they just gave him a contract extension where he's a top 5 coach in college basketball. I do think that was such an underrated move by Greg Byrne, because even if they lose, if they would have lost in early round or something like that, and they would have been chastised all over social media because they just gave him that extension.
Mm-hmm.
But Nate Oates would have been sought after. I think if the Nate Oates domino was able to fall, and you talk about Coach Cal and the hot seat that he was kind of on at the end of the season, I think there's a lot of places that would have really, really pushed for him. Michigan might be one of them.
Yeah, I agree.
Louisville,
Indiana might have been I think would have pushed.
There's a lot of places that I think would have pushed for him hard.
Can you imagine Nate Oates at Kentucky running that system with those players?
Hey, will Nate Oates be coaching at Alabama longer than Bruce Pearl coaches at Auburn?
Well, that's a good one. I would think so, because I think he's younger, right?
Way younger.
That is going to.
So he'd have to leave.
That is. I think he'll stay for a long time. I really do. I tell you what, if they don't build him a new arena and get out of that airport hangar, maybe not. But that has all the feels of a Woody versus Bo. I'm not trying to say this in a discrediting way. So this is supposed to be a compliment, David. But that has everything to me is a 10-year war type thing of those two guys. They like each other off the court. This is a really, really good rivalry right now. And so I hope we get to see this for a long time.
Does he want to go to the NBA? Do you think Nate Oates is a guy that wants to eventually coach in the NBA?
I don't think so. And also, it's not the same. You don't get the same type of the disparity between going from college to the NBA versus going college to the NFL is much different. It is not as strenuous of a job for college basketball coaches. So I think he's thrived, man. If you talk about they replaced all 3 assistant coaches. They lost the greatest player in program history after being a number 1 overall seed a year ago, and they are in the Final Four for the first time in program history. It just, you cannot make enough out of what he's doing. Next question from the hotline.
Yeah, if we're going to call a spade, it seems to me that Nate Oates gets the most out of his guys in the biggest moments.
That's true.
It may not be, he may not be and they've won a lot of success during the regular season. It just seems like when Bama has to have it, they come through. And it's just, and it's not just in basketball. Look at football. When they have to have it.
Basketball, baby.
Yeah.
4 straight women's national championships.
Let's get it.
And they're on a roll. As far as they should have with Brandon Miller, because he's one of the best college basketball players I've ever seen. But I feel like that had more to do with the murder situation hanging over that team. I honestly do.
Am I crazy to say that I would rather have, I'm talking about in college, I would rather have Mark Sears than Brandon Miller? Is that really that? If you think about it,
both.
Yeah, I know, right? What's better than? It's like my dad used to say, "What's better than 1 lobster dinner? 4 lobster dinners." What's up, everybody on YouTube? Thank you for hopping by. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do that. Turn that notification bell on and like the videos when you watch it if you like it. Of course, we're not trying to force anything on you. It's your choice, but we appreciate it.